Now, I'm sure if you're like me, you're just counting down the days till we can get Starfield on Game Pass. But until then, Microsoft has given us a ton of games on sale this week. I'm sure there's going to be something for everyone in this week's sale. We have loads of games to get through this week, from the cheap games, the best games, and those games you can complete in under 2 hours. And even then, that is only touching the tip of what's available, so make sure you check out the sale for yourself in the Xbox store. Well, let's waste no more time, let's roll those credits and get into the video. So as always, we're going to start with those cheap games, and we actually have a few to go through this week, and some of them are even rated really highly. Now, that isn't the case for this first one, which is actually only rated 1.5 from fellow achievement hunters, but you are going to get 95% off its normal $15.99 price, and you can pick up Vegas Party for only 79p. Now, this casino style party game will take you around 2 to 3 hours to get the 1000G, and the game takes place in a family-friendly gambling environment with its over-the-top version of Las Vegas City. Played as a race, the goal is to reach the end of the strip before anyone else. Manage your token account in 10 gambling mini-games, avoid the dangers like twisters and earthquakes, and take advantage of your gaming skills and good luck. Our next game is Lost Orbit. This game is 90% off at 83p and is scored much better at 3.5. This will be a nice little action shooter as you are stranded after the ship is destroyed in deep space. Harrison, a lowly maintenance worker on a hero, must struggle to find his way home, and if you want to pick up the 1000G for this game, it will take you around 4 to 5 hours to complete. And the highly rated games continues with our next one being rated 3.75. This is another game that's 90% off, a little bit more expensive at 124, but this adventure point and click adventure called Agent A Puzzle in Disguise, sees you on a mission to infiltrate enemy spy Ruby LaRouge's secret hideout and put a stop to her evil plans. And this game would also take you around 4 to 5 hours to get the 1000G. Our next game comes from one of our favourite developers, that's East Asia Soft, and that's Many Faces, the console edition. This one's 75% off at 125 and is a retro style shoot 'em up that is rated 2.25 from achievement hunters. And this game actually has the trifecta. It's cheap, it will get you 2000G, and you can get all this in under half an hour. And these cheap games keep on coming with a game that's rated 1.75 from achievement hunters. This one's 70% off at 125, and this adventure game is a personal project born from a family conversation where you wander through dreams and memories emerging from dialogue between a grandfather and his grandchild. And this one has another relatively quick completion time, with you being able to get the 1000G in under 2 hours. Titan Chaser is next at 65% off at 139. This is rated 2.25 and it's a adventure game about driving through empty fields looking for something. Your job is to scout wandering giants and drive them away from the sleeping town. This game also has that quick completion of about 1 to 2 hours to get the 1000G. And our final cheap game is just a tad over that £1.50 we normally stick to, but at $1.58 it's worth mentioning Tribal Pass. This game is rated 2.5 stars and is a tactical horror runner comprised of resource management and environmental interactions. And this final game will take you about 3 to 4 hours to get 1000G. So we move on to our best rated games that are on sale. Some of these games are not going to be the quickest completions out there. For the time you spend with them, you're going to thoroughly enjoy every moment. And the first one is The Witch's House MV. Not quite sure what the MV actually stands for in this game, but originally released in 2012, this is a modern take and rework of the original version. This game is 40% off at $7.49 and is rated 4.5 stars. A really high scoring game this, and it will take you about 6 to 8 hours to get every achievement. Next up we have another point and click adventure, this time Little Misfortune. 65% off at $5.85. This game will take you 2 to 3 hours to get the 1000G as you play through the interactive story focused on exploration and characters both sweet and dark. This game has actually been rated 4 stars from Achievement Hunters, another really good showing. The next one's a little bit different. A Music Story is a rhythm game set against a 70s backdrop. Explore the memories of Gabriel, a young man trying to come to terms with his situation through connections with his musical memory. This game also scores 4 stars and would take you about 3 to 4 hours to get the full 1000G. Another 4-star rated game is Creaks. The ground starts shaking, light bulbs are breaking, and something rather unusual is happening right behind the walls of every room. This puzzle game will take you around 5 to 6 hours to complete and is currently 75% off at $4.49. And the final game, if all those brilliant games were not enough for you this week, we have one more, which is a Metrovania platformer, and that's Shiro, another 4-star rated game. This Metrovania platformer features a shape-shifting sheep thing who must traverse an uncharted planet in order to collect samples of each living species for his intergalactic species database. And we also have a couple of bundles to go through this week, and the first one is one we've mentioned a few times, and that's the SHMUPS Pack 2x1, where you get Super Rebellion and X-Force Genesis. Both these games will take around an hour to complete, with X-Force Genesis giving you 2000G and Super Rebellion giving you 1000G. This bundle is 50% off at $4.59 and the bundle is rated 3.75 from Achievement Hunters. And the other bundle on offer this week is a platform and puzzle games, which are called the Multi-Dimensionals and Dreams. Now this bundle includes After Glitch and Re-Memoried. Now After Glitch we mentioned last week as being one of the worst games on sale that week, and this bundle is no different, with the bundle itself being rated 1.75 from Achievement Hunters. But if you want to pick up a nice cheap bundle this week, this one's 30% off at $11.71. Both games will take you no more than an hour to complete and you will get 1000G for each game. So it's that time of game where we speed run through every game that you can complete in under 2 hours, and we are really going to have to speed run this one because once we get to that 1 to 2 hour mark there is so many games on sale. But as always we're going to start with those games that can be completed in under half an hour, and the first one is Haunted Halloween 86, a platformer that's rated 2 stars by Achievement Hunters and is 70% off at $2.51. The next bunch of games are all going to be those familiar Grin Robot games that seem to pop up every other week, and this one is Butterfly, rated 2 stars, 40% off at $2.51, and for half an hour's gaming you can get 4000G with this game. Our next game will get you 3000G and is also rated 2 stars, and surprisingly is 40% off at $2.51, and that's Synchro Hedgehog. Now you're going to start noticing that pattern again because Butterfly 2 is also 40% off at $2.51, is rated 2 stars, and for half hour you will get 3000G. And our final game from Grin Robot this week is Smart Moves 2, and you might be able to guess it, it's 40% off, $2.51, rated 2 stars, and for half hour's gameplay you will get 3000G. So moving away from Grin Robot we go back to publisher East Asia Soft. This is a 1.75 rated game called Rift Raccoon, a platformer that's 60% off and will cost you £1.67, so it was nearly cheap enough to fit into our earlier cheaper games, but still a very cheap pick this week. We next have Venus Improbable Dream, a visual novel rated 2 stars. This one's 50% off at £4.19. Trophy is our next game. This one's also 50% off, rated 2 stars, and will set you back £4.19 for 1000G. We continue with Drone Gladiator, another 2-star rated game, 50% off at £2.09, but this one will net you 2000G for your time. Vengeful Heart, yet another 2-star rated game, is 50% off at $4.19, and this is another visual novel. Slap the Rock, a lot of 2-star rated games this week because this one's 40% off at $2.51 and comes from East Asia Soft, and this is going to be a puzzler where you get medieval on some stones. Formula Bit Racing DX, 60% off at $1.99. This 2.25 rated rated arcade racing game is on sale for $1.99. Netscape adventure point and click 50% off at $1.99, and this is rated 2.5 stars. And the final game that can be completed in under half an hour is The Fairy Song. This is a very recently released game, only got released on the 16th of June, but if you want to pick it up now, you can save yourself 20% and pick this game up for only $7.99, and it's currently rated 2.5 stars from other achievement hunters. So on to those games that can be completed in under an hour. And like last week, we have another word puzzle game. This one is Letterbox, which is 50% off at $3.34, and this one's rated 2.75 from achievement hunters. Blow and Fly is next. This one's actually going to net you 2000 G. It's another 2-star rated game from East Asia Soft, and this one's 40% off at $2.51. Battle Kid Fortress of Peril is next, a 1.75 rated game, 50% off at $4.19, and this is a retro style platformer. Z-Warp is next, 40% off $3.47 from East Asia Soft. This is going to be a shoot 'em up rated 2.5. Another word puzzle game. This one's $3.34, 50% off, rated 2.75, and it's Ladders, another 2.75 rated game. This is Creepy Tale, 70% off at $2.51, and we have a management game next. This one is the most expensive one so far on the list, 40% off, and it's still going to set you back £10 and 4p. And that's Esports Life Tycoon, rated 2.5 from other achievement hunters. And the final game you can get in under an hour is Luck Slinger, 80% off, $1.99, and this is a 2.5 rated platformer. So here we go, here's the speedrun bit. We have got 21 games to get through, so we're going to waste no time, and these games can be completed in 1 to 2 hours. And the first one is Air, the Crystal Comet, 30% off, $5.87, rated 2 stars, published by East Asia Soft, and is an adventure aerial game. Rally Rock and Racing is next, 40% off, £5 and 3p, an arcade style racer that's rated 1.75. Another racing game is Speed or Death, another new release, only released on June the 16th. This one's currently 20% off at $5.35. We have 3 Aery games next. Aery Broken Memories is 50% off at $6.24. This one's rated 2.5. Aery Sky Castle is next, rated 2.25, 40% off at £5 and 3p. And the final one is Aery Dreamscape, rated 2 stars. This one's 50% off at £4 and 19p. She Sees Red interactive movie is next. This is classed as a visual novel and is 3 stars, 70% off at $2.51. Titan Chaser next, 65% off, $1.39. Maybe the most creative title this week, an airport of aliens currently run by dogs. Believe it or not, this is a 2.5 rated star, 40% off at another whopping £10 and 4p. But if you can afford it, you will get 1000 G in under 2 hours. And yet another word puzzle game, Mix Ups. This one will take you a little longer, around that 1 to 2 hour mark, is 2.5 stars, 50% off at $3.34. Now, making it onto the list this week, because it can be completed in 2 hours, is the Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles The Cowabunga Collection. Still on sale, is 40% off at £20 and 99p, a steep price, but this game is rated 4.25, and if you're as old as me, you're definitely gonna love every minute of it. Another high value game at £23 and 44p is Hello Neighbor 2. Now that game is 30% off, and you can get the 1000 G in 2 hours, and is rated 2.5 stars from other achievement hunters. Broken Mind is next. This one's 50% off at £4 and 19p, rated 2.75 for a survival horror game. Rubber Bandits next. Now this one is on Game Pass, so if you don't have Game Pass, this is your chance to pick it up. You can get all the achievements really quickly, 50% off at $3.99, and this game is rated 3 stars. Now if you didn't pick up that bundle for the SHMUPS Pack, Super Rebellion is also on offer this week, for $2.49, which is 50% off, and the game on its own is rated 2.5. Project Snack, an action and precision game, is 30% off at £2.30, and this game is rated 2.75. Space Accident, definitely the worst game rated I've ever seen at only 1.25, 40% off at $2.99. This is going to be probably a hard to complete puzzler. Our next game is a Fold Apart, 75% off at only £4.18, a really big save in there. This game is rated 3 stars, so not bad on that one, and this is going to be a puzzler for you. Dragon's Lair Trilogy, another one I think we mentioned a couple of weeks ago, maybe even last week. This adventure collection of some classic retro games is rated 3.75. It's 50% off at $8.37. And our final game this week is another highly rated game, 3.75, 60% off at $6.39, and that's Wonder Boy The Dragon's Trap. And this is a platformer where you get your 1000G in less than 2 hours. Wow, this video is really running long now, but there were so many great games we just had to include in this video. You've seen everything now that can be completed in 2 hours, and there is so many on sale, and this is just the tip. I do highly recommend, if you can't find anything in this sale, visit the Xbox store. You're bound to find something that's going to be a quick completion and that's going to be on sale. There is hundreds of games on sale at the minute. Let me know in the comments below which games you'll be picking up this week. Are there any that you think that other achievement hunters should know about? And if you found this information helpful, then please do like, share and subscribe to the channel. We are building this community. We love having you all there. We love the input that you're all giving, and we'd love to see more of you join this channel. And whilst you're on the channel, don't forget to hit that bell notification, because it lets you know when we post all these sales videos. And as with all sales, they are only on for a limited time, so make sure you pick them up straight away when you get that notification. And this week's sale is on till the 26th, so grab them now before they're gone for good. And if you need more Xbox news, then follow us on Twitter at N7 Phoenix Force, links to which can be found in the description below. We are posting updates when we release videos and Xbox news as it happens. Everything from achievements to Game Pass to what perks you can earn with Game Pass Ultimate. It's going to be your one-stop shop for all your Xbox news. As always, thank you very much for watching. That's all from me, and I'll see you all in the next video.